So many changes. The Battle of Arras has ended, a disaster for Allied infantrymen and a massacre of Allied aviators. General Nivelle is out, General Henri-Philippe Pétain is in, and Marshal Joffre is on a goodwill tour of the US. Undaunted by our setbacks, I'm heading over to drop a bomb or two on the road to Richthofen's camp. There's more than one way to keep the Baron on the ground. The road to Richthofen was a labyrinth of camouflaged arsenals. When the guns opened fire, their gunners became fair game. We'll be strafing the trenches east of Arras this afternoon, where we're sure to be reminded how little the war cares for human life. Even in the rare, tranquil moments of flight, there is no escaping the horrors. The other day we found an inn full of civilians slain by poisonous chemicals. Hard to believe that so many great strides in science merely amount to new ways of wiping out the masses. Ammo dumps had already been erected on the redefined Arras front. Droves of Boche soldiers worked knee-deep in mud to cement their position. They'd soon be knee-deep in something a lot worse. Farah celebrates another birthday here on Sunday. He says all he wants as a present is Richthofen's carcass. We'll be patrolling Douai on a little shopping trip, but I'm not making any promises. Farah can make a wish and blow out the candles a lot easier than any of us can blow the Baron out of the sky. Parity reigned anew in the hostile skies. Preparing for a 4-on-4 dogfight, we carefully tracked the enemy below to see if they'd flinch and give us the upper hand. Farah has at last got what he always wanted. For leading the 56th through Bloody April, he's been awarded the Victoria Cross. I think I even saw him smile. There's even more joy in Amiens, with reports that troops, supplies and fresh pilots are now en route to Europe from the USA. I felt an immense rush of pride watching Farah receive his medal, as if we all somehow shared a small part in his personal triumph. With this shot of encouragement, protecting our observation balloon over Arras this afternoon will almost seem pleasant. With Farah's well-earned commendation as inspiration, I was proud to be defending our balloon against the 4 attacking fighters. I knew the other 3 flyers with me felt the same. The second battle of the Aisne has been no more successful than the first. We're patrolling today at St. Quentin to make sure our infantry's next move doesn't result in a similar slaughter. General Haig will now lead the British where the French have failed. Word is he's planning another assault from Ypres, but first we must secure the surrounding terrain. No one is under any illusion that this will be easy. Though the four of us were outnumbered by 3, we flew like the heroes of our dreams. There was a rejuvenated spirit of hope among us, ferrying our planes into the fray. Farah is under strict orders from Wing HQ to lend our support to ending the U-boat threat. Since pulverizing Huns at sea isn't exactly a picnic, today we're bombing a submarine factory at Ghent. Artillery has been bolstered since the formation of the Hindenburg Line, so we can expect a particularly unhealthy dose of shelling. Bombing the U-boat factory brought a twofold opportunity. We'd be helping to save our Navy friends in the Channel, and saving ourselves from risking our lives out there over them. Glorious headlines in the newspapers. Americans are rushing to enlist in the army. The draft is on and the Yanks are marching to the tune of Over There. General Pershing has arrived in London and will soon be in Paris. Hope the results of our noon balloon busting at San Quentin are worth mentioning in his arrival briefing. Over there, I sang to myself and exchanged a grin with my wingman as we swerved through the anti-aircraft fire towards a pair of unaccompanied enemy balloons. Make no mistake, the Jagdgeschwader has in no way become complacent. Richthofen and his men are fighting as well as ever. Our improved showing against them just proves we've learned to be cautious. We all want to be heroes, but not at the cost of our lives. If pulling back on the reins is what it takes to come out on top, then that's what the four of us patrolling Lille this evening will have to do. The seconds seemed like hours as an old Eindecker and a D2 slowly emerged in our path. Shrewdly waiting for the right moment, I held my fingers tight on the trigger of my Vickers. Holy Joe didn't have a pleasant night. A late trip to the latrine got him a bite on the behind from a rat. Bart Thermopoulos says there's no rabies, just a lot of pus and swelling. Holy Joe has been eating his meals standing up, and it's hard for us to hold back our jokes. Maybe that's why he didn't want to bless our afternoon train strafing. Still chuckling over Holy Joe's encounter with the rat, I swooped into Hirson and paralleled the 220 to All Noir. If I had anything to say about it, it was going to be permanently delayed.
Bart Thermopoulos left last night. While he didn't exactly get much rest here, he said he at least felt better than when he arrived. Every available medic is now needed on the front, and that's where Bart wants to be. With my luck, I'll probably return from this morning's patrol with half an arm and no Bart to sew my elbow shut. The serene skies over Ypres made me suspicious, to say the least. We'd have to patrol a while longer before turning back empty-handed, which was the last thing we wanted to do. We taught Barclay a new game called Farah Says Jump. We say, Barclay, jump. If he does, we ignore him. Then we say, Farah says jump. If he obeys this time, he gets a doggy biscuit. He's learning fast, just like us. This morning, Farah said, bomb the ammo dump at All Noir. We jumped. Didn't get anything for it, though. I think Barclay has it a lot better around here than we do. As I neared All Noir, I chuckled thinking about who was better trained, Barclay or us. Too bad we couldn't train Barclay to fly our bombing missions.